Hey everybody, and welcome to Hexiled Gaming. I'm Scott, and I've got a bounty match of X-Wing 2nd Edition for you here on Tabletop Simulator. This match between Apostasus on the left and Will on the right. Apostasus flying Wolfe, Mace, and Ahsoka. He's going for the angled deflectors bounty. He's actually the third person, I believe, today to go after angled deflectors and put it on an arc. We've seen two people flying Jag with angled deflectors. One won, one did not. We'll see if Apostasus can be one of the ones to win. On the other side, Will flying some scum jank. This is a very mean list. I've had one encounter with at my local store. It did not go well for me. It did a very mean thing to me, and I've never forgiven it. Although I love all the ships in this list. We will go over how it works in a second. Let's go over in more fine detail Apostasis' list. Wolfe has lost a shield to get angled deflectors. Wolfe's ability allows him to re-roll a dice while shooting out the front by spending a charge, and then he can regen that charge by adding a dice when shooting out the back. So 3 out the back after he spends that charge. He's got Clone Commander Cody. If he misses a shot, the person he shot gets a strain, right? If you rolled some hit and crit results, that got canceled. Okay. R4P. Before you execute a basic maneuver, you may spend 1 charge. If you do, while you execute that maneuver, reduce its difficulty. Might help him relieve some stress, I guess. Mace with 7B. Ahsoka with 7B. Mace has heightened perception, so he can spend a force point and shoot real early. Now he's a 4. There's a 4 on Torani. Who's got player 1? Looks like Apostasus. So his Mace is shooting first anyway. No big deal. I mean, I guess if you wanted to kill Torani without getting simultaneous fire, you could use heightened perception, but otherwise, not going to do much. So, the scum list. Known quantity, Soul Sixxa, throws bombs sideways. He's got 2 types of bombs, seismics and proximity mines. With Skilled Bombardier, he can use any 1-speed maneuver or 2-speed maneuver. That's a lot of range for those bombs. Eat your heart out, Iman. He's got delayed fuses, just in case, it's 1 point. Ion cannon turret, which is currently facing left, down the board. Forlom can take 2 ions to deny you the use of a green token. Crack shot, yep. So the other 3 are what go together. So what did we see here? Turn 1, Torani target locks Gargor. Now why is that? He's got R5 TK, allowing him to shoot his own ships. He's got munitions failsafe, so he'll shoot his own ship, then cancel the dice results. Torani's ability says if you're in the bullseye arc, after an attack, you either have to get rid of a green token or take a damage. So what he's hoping is that he will line up that bullseye arc, shoot a cluster missile into Gargor, cancel the cluster missile shot, get the damage out the front. Gargor defended, so he's hoping that Gargor blocked you. Then everything at range 0 takes a crit. Then he's going to cluster missile bonus attack off of Gargor into the actual target. Get whatever damage he is there. Then trigger the bullseye arc again for a second damage, hopefully. And then Jostero is going to trigger off of probably the Gargor crit that you don't get to defend against, or the bullseye arc from Torani, or the bombs from Soul. Lots of things here to trigger Jostero. Jostero also can trigger off his own Deadman switch. So if you kill Jostero and you're in his arc at range 1, or if something's in his arc at range 1, they take damage and can't defend against it, he gets to shoot it. Paul saying he's so confused by that interaction. It's a lot. So he's already locked Gargor. What he's going to do now is put Gargor in a blocking position and hope to get into cluster missile range. Harvard saying angled deflectors doesn't really work unless you've got multiple actions. Now, Ahsoka does give you multiple actions, so we could see that. Wolfe also has the passive reroll, so you could have a focus reroll shot with a reinforced Wolfe. Now, in my game versus this list, I did have a turn where Gargor was out on his own with an evade token. I had 3 shots, dumped them all into Soul. I didn't want Soul to get past me and start throwing bombs on me. Didn't realize how important it was to get rid of Gargor. I think if you get the opportunity to shoot him, get rid of him early. Get him off the board. M3As, no slouch, especially with an evade token. But if you can get multiple shots, you got a chance. Gargor moves up with a 5 straight. Might have been worth a barrel roll. Ooh, probably glad he didn't there. Ahsoka, spending a force point. I was going to say it has CLT, but these are 7B Jedi. Gives the reinforce to Wolfe. I think in all the games we saw today with angled deflectors, nobody used angled deflectors in a turn where they got shot. They used it early on before combat to show they had it, and then never used it again. We might actually see it here. Takes a focus as her normal action. Poe last game. You're right, Smikey's. You're right. Poe did use it. He reinforced the rear and got shot. Spoilers. Thank you. Three bank out of Jostero and a focus. Soul Sixxa 3 bank. Has that ion cannon turret arc facing left. So Mace is going to have to contend with that. Wolfe, how fast did you go? 2 forward. Well, not going to have a shot into Gargor there. Looking at a 2 forward from Mace. Have to worry about that seismic next turn. Could toss it with a 1 hard. Possibly hit either of these. Maybe a 2. There's the barrel roll from fine-tuned controls. Yep, see the force spend on Mace. Does have a shot. Goes for a focus. Maybe worth target locking for a double modded shot into Gargor, but doesn't go for it. Alright, Mace, gonna start us off. Does Torani have the bullseye? We'll find out. It's awful close. Range 3 into Gargor, that's not great. Oh man, you see Apostasus over there choosing his targets. He doesn't understand. Gargor. Oh, there it is. Hey, didn't need that target lock after all. You know what? He checked range to Soul Sixxa, knows that it's range 3. He's not in ion cannon turret range. Spins the focus, keeps the force points. 2 hits and a crit into Gargor. 4 dice. Oh. Nope, spending a force point, never mind. I guess he's thinking about that defense. I don't know. It's a 2 dice attack. 2 evades, spins the evade token? Torani. Sorry, Wolfe into Torani. Unobstructed range 2. Has the reroll. Spins the charge. Ooh, nice. All eyeballs. Spins it for 3. Torani. 1 evade dice with a focus. Takes it all. He's a beefy boy. 6 hull remain. Now Torani's going to get to shoot. Unobstructed, range 2 in the bullseye. Ahsoka, range 3 in the bullseye. Gonna cluster missile into Gargor. Gonna use munitions failsafe to undo the spin. Gets his cluster missile charge back. Smikey saying, are they in bullseye? They sure are. Yeah, both are. Torani checks for targets in the firing arc. Wolfe has multiple closest points and is most likely unobstructed at range 2 in bullseye. Ahsoka is at range 3 in bullseye. Yep, you can see the base here, and obviously Ahsoka. So Torani gonna damage Wolfe, right? Well, he could get rid of a green token. Removes 1 green token, and the reinforce is a green token. Apostasus deciding whether to get rid of these tokens or take the damage. He's going to take a damage on Wolfe. Ahsoka removes the focus. Hey, it's just like Smikey said. Alright. Now I think we'll see the actual... Oh, Jostero could trigger now. Yep. Because Wolfe took a damage. Yeah, that's why you get rid of the reinforce. Because now Jostero gets his shot, 3 dice, with a focus into Wolfe. Hit, crit. Ooh. Natties. The Reinforce absorbs 1. Wolfe takes a shield and a crit. Panicked, double stress. Yep, he did get a multi-ship Torani proc. They both had green tokens, but Wolfe opted to take a shield. I think he didn't realize that that was going to trigger Jostero. Alright, the cluster missile. Now he's actually going to shoot it. Focus. Now the lock is on Gargor, so doesn't have the reroll, does have a focus. Could, of course, opt to just munitions failsafe this if it's really bad. 1 hit so far. Spends the focus for 2. Takes 1 on Wolfe. Then takes another into Ahsoka. So Ahsoka doesn't have a choice. Loses a shield. Wolfe could get rid of the Reinforce. He's still got to defend probably against Jostero for his normal attack. Oh, you're right. Soul Sixxa has a shot as well. So I guess you just take the damage. Leave the Reinforce up for these 2 shots. Wolfe down to 3. And that is just the sort of nightmarish scenario that you get in this list. Now, Gargor was not bumped. That's sort of the dream, is if you get the bump with Gargor, then he's throwing a crit in as well. Apostasus saying he's not sure that the arc was, that Wolfe was in the bullseye, but it definitely 100% is. It's clipping through the bullseye indicator. Ahsoka into Gargor, maybe? Or maybe gonna shoot into Torani. Hit, focus, focus. Timo says, I would love to play this scum stuff, but the ships are just super ugly and do not have an ace. Aces are a crutch. Grow up and fly real ships. Commit to your maneuvers. Anticipate where your opponent's going to be. Move early. Triple crits! Is that Jostero? onto Wolfe. Rolls a focus, 2 crits going through. Blinded. And hull breach. Two hits and a focus spins the focus. Wolfe is dead, no matter what he does. Well, we got to see Reinforce do some stuff. All right, back to Dials, and that is the brutality that you can get with this scum list. Now, I think once you play against it, you have a better idea of what to expect. I think you take Gargor more seriously because you see this enabling the cluster missile shot. I don't think he could have taken it out, not with this current, not where he was this round, but I think you see this coming a little bit more. Connor with the sub. Looking at a bomb probably here. I wonder if he could reach far enough. I mean, I think with a 1, the corner of that bomb would be range 1 of that. Give you the choice, right? Is Gargor just after defending? Or after taking damage? After you defend, okay, so couldn't trigger him off of the bomb damage. Yep, here comes the bomb. Ooh, going for a proximity mine. Okay. Does take up a lot of room. I don't think... I tend to not throw proximity mines unless I know they can hit, but... decent idea there. Gargor goes over the gas cloud. Takes a strain. Fine-tuned Ahsoka and a focus. give these guys back their force points. What's Mace at? Mace is at 2, Ahsoka's at 1. Jostero bumps into Ahsoka. Soul moves up, not in a great bombing position, but not terrible. Oh, 5 forward. I probably should have saved this for after the roll. Jostero going to see if he can trigger off of it. He can't. 2 into Mace. Gonna fine-tune control, barrel roll, Mace. What? What's the boost from? Oh, never mind. I was thinking he went over the rock and not just the proximity mine. I was like, oh, you can get the full throttle, or the fine-tuned from while you go over obstacles, but not your normal action. Will wants us to make a note that he is reloading his cluster missile. He wants everybody to know. Now he's just showing off. Gargoyle's at 0. Oh, I guess. Yeah, no shot for Soul, nothing for Torani. He's weapons disabled. Nothing for Jostero. So Gargoyle, range 2, range 3. Yeah. Double focuses, nothing there. Timo saying, can a 2-bank proximity mine hit Mace again? You know what? He could do that. He's got delayed fuses. If somehow it screws up and only hits Torani, delayed fuse it. Who cares? I was thinking you'd seismic, just in case Ahsoka and Mace end up near this. Mike saying the quad jumper is the only ace Scum needs. We need to get Monkey on stream again. I think he's got his whole paint competition list painted now. Previously, he just had the quad jumper, but now they all have matching constable paint jobs. Sorry, Mozart. I have my voice disabled, so I don't hear when people talk in the game room. But evidently Mozart was in there playing some music. I appreciate it, but I don't want you to distract the high-level play here. Apostasus says he's ready. Let's see what Soul is doing. There is the one hard proximity mine. He's thinking Ahsoka's turning in? No way. I think she's like slooping left or something. Oh, he was thinking maybe it would hit Ahsoka. Gonna fuse it for Jostero, I guess. There's the 5K. I like that. Gets out of the way of the possible seismic. Doesn't hit this thing. Spins the force point to get an action. Takes a focus. Talon rolls. Goes forward. Spent contraband. Looking at a barrel roll. That gets rid of the fuse. Talon roll out of Soul Sixxa. Goes over the debris, so he's going to take another stress and roll for it. Taking damage on a crit. Doesn't get it. Mace with the sloop. Regens another force point. Man, that seismic. Well, he had to get Jostero out of the way. You gonna see a K turn on a Torani? Contraband on Torani. Takes a focus. Alright, Mace into Torani. Torani's got 6 left. Mace looking for half points at least. Spin a force point. There it is. Torani with 2 dice and a focus. Blank evade takes 2. And that'll be enough. Finally, get some points on the board for Apostasus, not going home empty-handed. Oh man, if this was a seismic, it would have hit Mace, which would have triggered Jostero. Could have gotten a shot. 2 range 1 shots. Here's 2 hits, is all I see. Into Mace. Blank, focus, focus. Yep, spends 2 force points on Mace. Ahsoka into Jostero. Oh boy! Hit crit from Ahsoka. Double natural evades from Jostero. Takes 1 shield. The 1 shield he brought with him. Just want to take this second to appreciate Jostero filling both of the illicit slots. That's a recent addition to the Cure X. He's already spent the contraband, so we got use out of that. If he can get range 1 when he explodes, could give him a bonus shot. Mikey's saying Soul used both proxies. Yeah, sorry, I didn't take it out of the overlay. I will do that right now. 1 crit. 1 evade. Crack shot. Why didn't he use his target lock? Mace. Down to 3 hull. Half points. 29 to 102. Jostero. Barrel rolled onto a proximity mine for this shot. Can he roll some natties because he doesn't have any other mods? He does! Oh my god. Hit, crit. 2 dice from Ahsoka. 1 evade. Shields down. Half points. 133 to 29. Now Mace does have R2 Astromech, able to regen. Oh, Gargor. Don't forget about Gargor. Two blanks. Boy, he's he's not really pulling his weight yet. He's waiting for that key block. Not a good bombing position for Soul. And he went over that debris, so double stressed. I don't know. Did he not know about that lock, or did he just want to save it for a better shot? Not sure. Let's give Mace back a force point. Ahsoka gets one as well. Jostero, stressed, 4 hull remaining. Let's look at that dial 2 bank. Is blue. I would imagine Mace is going to run and regen. There's not much to follow him if he does that. I'll take a second and line up in front of him, see if that would go on the gas cloud. Yep. Gargor real close to this proximity mine. Might see a 1 hard. Might try and shoot forward like a 5 and a barrel roll. Alright, hard one from Gargor. Not going for that block. Alright. Ahsoka, 3 forward. Oof. Just imagining that block from Gargor. Straight from Torani. Shoot the cluster missile. It would have been great. She gave a focus to Mace. Okay. Jostero moves through Ahsoka, takes a lock on Mace. Soul ambles forward, gets rid of 1 stress, still has another. Not able to perform any actions. Forlom crew not really happy to be involved in a battle versus Jedi. You can deny them the use of the focus token, but they've got focus mods. Mace. 2 bank. If we see a 2 bank from Torani, could trigger the bullseye ability. Yep, there it is. Torani will have a shot into Ahsoka, and we'll get the bullseye ability on Mace. Now Mace will probably get rid of that focus, but that will make Gargor's shot a little bit easier. Three dice into Ahsoka from Torani. Nothing. Bullseye into Mace. Takes the damage on Mace. Maybe he's thinking he will eventually regen. Alright, Ahsoka. Range 1 into Soul. Has Soul taken any damage yet? No. Untouched. 4v1. Spends the focus for 3. That's the thing, right? You're looking at shooting into Soul. You're not going to get half points. You're barely going to put a dent in him. You've got 2 evade dice and a force point. Focuses for 3. 1 evade, takes 2 on Soul Sixxa. I don't. For some reason, they took 3 shields off of Soul. I thought it was 3 hits and 1 evade. Two hits, 2 crits, 1 evade. Apostasus calls it. GG. Ahsoka. Gone. Here's the auto blaster shot. Gargor, range 1. Spins the lock. 1 hit. 3 hits into Mace. Apostasus is going to roll that. Takes 2 on Mace. And he's dead. Oof. Wow. 200 to 29. That scum jank, though, is insane. So congratulations to him. Thank you to Apostasus for trying for that bounty. Better luck next time. That'll do it for that match. On behalf of Hexiled Gaming, this is Scott, signing off.